Okay, we are live. Hopefully, we're live. I'm Alan Liska from Green Archer Comics, and
I'm Ben Liska, also from Green Archer Comics.
fantastic. I'm going to switch over 1 second just to make sure that we're actually live on Facebook because we haven't done that before.
Gotcha.
So, Ben, you.
Thanks for handing me the bag, Alan. Just like when we're writing, he's always shirking his duties and is like, Ben, go write this section. So I'm used to this. It's fine. So, fun fact: I have not actually watched this movie because when we were getting ready to write the comic version of Saint Meets the Tiger, I did not want it to contaminate anything I was going to do in my writing, and not because I'm some kind of like snob or artiste, but I just didn't want anything that could be some cross contamination for something that was maybe not public domain. I don't know if the movie's public domain or not, so I assume it is if we're watching it, Alan. But he's muted, so he can't answer my question.
I am unmuted now, and
Okay.
It's one of these weird gray areas where it might be, but just in case, we borrowed a copy from the Internet Archive, so we did it legitimately. And because this is commentary, we're
Right.
okay from a
It's
copyright perspective.
as long as we keep yakking during the movie.
Right, exactly. So if you're joining us, and we'll say this about 1,000 times, like we're on a PBS channel, we are about 8 backers away from hitting 150 backers on our Saint project, which has 14 hours to go. So if you haven't backed us, please do. But in the meantime, we are going to watch The Saint. Now, couple of fun facts for me at least.
Yes.
This is actually the 8th film. So even though it's the first book, it was the 8th Saint film that was created by RKO Studios in the 1940s. So they started with some of the others and then went back and did this one. And a lot of my fun facts do come from this book, which I've referenced a few times, and I highly recommend it. It's Burl Burr's The Saint, A Complete History in Print, Radio, Film, and Television, 1928 to 1992. So I find it really interesting that, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Leslie Charteris wasn't as big a fan of this book as he was of his others. And Leslie Charteris really liked himself. But I think, it's your first novel. You're always going to find flaws in it. So I think that because of that, he wasn't as anxious to get this made as some of the others. And this also, in addition to being the 8th, this is also the last. And you'll see that even though this was created by RKO Studios even though this was created by RKO Studios in the UK, it was actually distributed by Republic. That's been awesome. Ghostwriter 3878, thank you for the comment. And that I think for a lot of people, especially in the US, their introduction probably came from Val Kilmer, unless you were lucky enough to get reruns of The Saint with Roger Moore on your local TV station, or through Vincent Price. And honestly, I like the Vincent Price radio serials. I'd love to do a thing on that, but I don't know how we visually do that in a visually comment on a radio show. But it might be fun to go back at some point and do one of those, because I've really enjoyed that. And Vincent Price brings a very different energy to The Saint. The other thing I'll say about this is The Saints. This one stars Hugh Sinclair. And as you know from everything that we've read in our research, Leslie Charteris was pretty adamant that The Saint not have a mustache. Guess what Hugh Sinclair has? Big old mustache. So
there was a bit like that in I don't know if you ever watched Saving Mr. Banks, where P.L. Travers, the author of Mary Poppins, said that Mr. Banks does not have whiskers or a mustache, and Walt Disney was like, he's getting a mustache. Like they were at odds about things, and he apparently snuck that in. So it's I think I want to say it was like as a tribute to his father, maybe, but it was definitely one of those like no mustache, no whiskers, and it's like, oh no, Mr. Banks has a mustache, so I think he does. It's been a while since I've seen Mary Poppins.
That could be our next watch along, I guess. All right. You all ready to start the movie?
I am.
Good. So I'm going to interrupt for a second to answer Ghost Warrior 3878. Absolutely. I'd love to do one of the other stories, because there are some really, especially some of the short stories I think would better adapt into like a 30-page comic, so that's easier. But also I'd love to tell new Saint stories. I think if you're a Saint fan and your only kind of experience with it is the Val Kilmer movie, where he's changing faces and a master of disguise and so on, I'm not sure that that's the kind of story we would tell. I think we'd want to stick more realistically to the original Saint, where it's just him being the Saint out there, and he was just loud and proud, maybe changing his name to Simon Twos instead of Simon Templar, but that's really about it. But yes, with the success of this, and because I love this character so much, we are going to do another Saint comic book. We just got to figure out when on our schedule to do it. And as always, we have to make sure that Paramount doesn't sue us out of existence. Even though we are well within the public domain, that doesn't necessarily stop them from trying to file a lawsuit. Right. So we absolutely would love to do more. I would love to do more, and I get to make that call. So.
You can't stop me.
Stay where you are. One more step and I shoot.
You haven't the nerve. Where is he?
I won't tell you. You can't make me.
Stick him up!
Oh, it's you, sir.
I take it you've given up answering bells, Horace.
I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't hear it. I beg your pardon, sir.
Now, you get quite a thrill out of this thing, don't you?
Yes, but the real thing would be better. That's why.
So this is a very different, and I really want to get your opinion on this as we go through. This is a very different portrayal of Oris than. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that is very different than, like, even just with the opening scene versus what we get in the book and the comic.
Yeah. And the Saint radio show, even though they're talking about radio programs, doesn't start until 1945. So this was still 2 years before the Saint would be a radio program.
I came to you, sir, instead of going with that American gangster gentleman to Chicago.
I'm afraid I must have been a bitter disappointment to you, Horace.
Yes, if you'll pardon my saying it, you have, sir. I might just...
All right, so I don't want to give anything away, Ghost Warrior, but there may, in fact, be a short story as a bonus item in the back of this, book. It is... We have somebody working on an Oris-themed one, which we were super excited about. Whether or not they're going to get a chance to finish it because they're super busy, we're not sure. So it all depends on the production timeline. But we hope that they get it finished and we can include it in the back, because I like that combination of a comic and a short story all in one place. I mean, that's, again, going back to the 50s and even today, like Ahoy Comics does that in the back of the Toxic Avenger series. So I would love to include that. And, I've talked to Ben about, if we can ever figure out how to get some of his short stories published on the back of some of our comics, that would be really fun.
Yep.
As well as stayed with his lordship.
Poor Horace. Forced into a life of respectability. Yeah, never mind, I'll take it. Hello? Yes, this is Simon Templar.
You don't know me, but would you be interested in £1 million?
Well, who wouldn't? Uh-huh. All right, then. Come over now.
No need to apologize at all, man. This is why we're doing this, because we want to
Right.
interact with you all. We want to hang out with the people that back this and chat with them. So ask all the questions you want. We'll find time to do it. Ben and I don't have anything going on tonight. So I guess as long as I get him to bed before he turns into a pumpkin.
That's right. I'll just fall asleep at the keyboard. It'll be fine. It's transformative content.
So please ask all the questions you want. That's no problem at all. We really appreciate it. And it's better than some of the other comments that we're not publishing about whether or not we're gay and how black and white movies are stupid. So,
Wow, have those already started?
Yes.
Oh man, you gotta save some of those for later. Maybe include them in the back of the book.
I do like that Simon Templar is so famous that this random dude just knows exactly where he lives. Didn't have to give an address or anything.
I mean, he had the phone number, I guess. So just, must like him because, won $1 million. Okay. Yeah. Or pounds. I'm sorry. So we're proper money.
Now, Horace, who do you think could have £1 million?
The Bank of England, sir.
There he is. Now, you get the drinks.
Very good, sir. Oh!
He...
Must be nice to be young enough to actually carry someone fireman style and not have to worry about your back the next day.
I'm a little put out because Book Oris would have opened the door and flagged that dude running away with his revolver just right in the back.
Yeah, and again, that's this opening is a big change, obviously, from the opening of the book and the opening of our comic. But I think Charteris liked it because it set up the action. It sets up the action. If overly conveniently, it sets it up pretty quickly, so you understand what's going on.
Right.
And again, Book Oris would not be shaking at the sight of a dead body.
Yeah, the prosthetic H is bothering me too. I got so used to seeing the name with just the O, and you
Right.
can hear the chorus in it, and I'm like, it's okay, let it go.
Yes, sir.
Get me Whitehall 7662.
Yes, sir. Tiger. Bacon. The gold.
There you go. There's a whole setup for you.
Yep, that's it.
Come on, give it to me.
Is he dead?
Yes, murdered.
Oh, dear.
And don't tell me again you wish you'd gone to Chicago with that gangster gentleman.
No, I won't, sir.
So I've already spoiled this in a couple of different places. But Ghost Warrior, I am happy to tell you that the shadow goes into public domain in January of 2027. And in January of 2027, we will be doing a shadow comic. And we'll be watching one of these. The shadow ones, because they're serials, I think they're a little bit longer, so we won't watch the whole thing. But we will absolutely do one of these watch alongs as long as I can get on Ben's busy schedule, because I think the shadow is a combination of everything that Ben and I love, because Ben loves the kind of fantasy and mysticism side of things, and I like the punchy side of things.
I mean, I also like the punchy side of things.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of fun.
Right, exactly. And you get kind of the best of both worlds with the shadow. So absolutely.
Inspector Teal. Hello, Teal. Sorry to get you out of bed. This is Simon Templar. Oh, no, this is no joke.
And yeah, as we know, there is no Teal in the original story. He didn't come into the second or third. So this is a change. But again, when it's the 8th movie you've made, you can go ahead and retcon him into it.
Yeah.
It's murder. Right on my own doorstep this time. Oh, there it is. Bacon. That's where we're going, Horace. Get the car out.
Very good, sir.
I feel like, I don't know if we've been pronouncing it wrong, calling it Bacombe, or if he's mispronouncing it here.
I don't know. But also, is that even the right place?
Well, no.
No, I mean, like, in terms of like where we kind of figured out where it actually belongs, and I think that map is very wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I got a monitor down here so I could see the movie real big, because it's good. But I'm pretty sure that's like the wrong part. But
No, it is 100% the wrong part of the UK. So
That must be Scotland Yard now.
Yes, probably. Now, don't let the inspector pump you.
But I don't know anything.
Yes, Horace, I know and you know, but the point is, will the inspector believe it?
Oh, but surely, sir.
Oh, I don't know about Teal. He's a very inquisitive man.
Oh.
And Horace,
Sir?
don't look so guilty.
Oh.
Simon Templar in?
Yes, sir. He's expecting you.
I hear you had a murder here, eh?
Yes, but I don't know anything.
We'll see about that later.
Well, here we are again, Teal.
Where's the body? Perkins?
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
That'll be all, Horace.
Very good, sir.
Hey, just a minute, you. Don't you leave the house. I want to talk to you.
But I don't know anything.
according to our copyright lawyer, 2027 is when it's in the public domain. And so far, knock wood, our copyright lawyer has not steered us wrong.
Inspector?
You know I never drink when I'm on duty.
Too bad.
Now look here, Saint. What's the answer?
Well, what's the question?
Oh, quit stalling. How did he come here?
Haven't the foggiest idea. Never seen him before.
Inspector.
It's Joe Gallo, the bookie. See what you can get out of that butler.
Right, sir.
So you didn't know Joe Gallo, the bookie, eh?
I'm not a betting man.
Or that we'd been looking for him for weeks.
Oh, but you look for so many people, Teal.
Or that he was one of the gang who pulled the Bristol job.
I've never been to Bristol.
I'm not saying you had anything to do with the robbery. Banks aren't exactly in your line.
No, except for overdrafts.
I don't know, though. You might think yourself clever enough to get away with £1 million in gold.
Well, frankly, I could use it.
Oh, stop trying to be funny. We counted on Joe leading us to the gang.
Instead of which, he leads you to me. Inspector?
I never drank.
There we go. Sorry, I got confused with buttons. The note that instead of Confederate gold from a Confederate bank, this is the Bristow job now, or Bristol job.
Bristol,
So.
I think. So yeah, that makes it more geographically convenient for everyone involved.
Right. It's you never have to explain why he's in Chicago and all those other things, and it makes you only have to be on one set the whole time.
Right.
When I'm on duty. You're holding out on me, Sage.
I know no more about it than you do, Teal.
Did Joe talk?
Well, he wasn't in a talking mood. He was dying.
You're in on this somehow, Saint. And this time I'm going to pin it on you.
Horace!
Perkins!
Sir?
The inspector is leaving.
Oh.
Have not finished with you yet.
But I don't know anything.
If you say that again, I'll arrest you on suspicion.
Hey, son!
Yes, sir?
How do we get to the inn?
You walk up that there street, mister.
The car be all right here?
Sure, there's no smugglers round Bakem anymore.
What a pity. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No pillbox.
All right,
They
Horace.
just go to stay in an
We
inn
walk.
like a normal person.
Tisk tisk.
Delightful spot. Quaint, charming, well worth the trip. I hope.
How long will he be wanting it for, sir?
Well, just for a few days until we find a cottage.
Want a bath?
Well, occasionally, if it's not too inconvenient.
It'll cost you extra.
That's all right.
Suit yourself. But the ocean's free.
Oh, London papers.
Just come.
Well, there it is, Horace.
Bathing standards a little bit different in the 1940s. Do you want a bath? Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine asking that in a hotel these days.
Oh, man, yeah.
I mean, I know there are still hostels that have that have shared bathrooms, but they all have a bath of some sort.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't think I'd make it. I mean, but at least he chose the bath because he's very civilized, right?
Right. He is very British, absolutely.
Yes.
This is terrible.
What can we do?
I don't know.
Oh, we've got to do something.
Well, it's too late now. Much too late.
Hello, yes? Yeah, just read it. All right, sure. Yeah, Biddle just came in. What? He is? Well, right, I'll stand by.
The tiger seen it?
He's not pleased. He's got worse news.
What?
The Saints just arrived.
What, here in Bakem?
Uh-huh.
Wonder how much he knows.
That's just what the Tiger's going to find out right now.
Listen.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Not a sound. I'm afraid it's going to be terribly quiet down here, sir. Put him up. Hey, for the love of Mike.
Put it away, Horace. He was...
Still has the impressive gun.
Yeah. But I was like that's very Horace-like. So I'm pleased that they gave him a revolver there.
And he they not only gave him a revolver, but he's pretty quick on the draw too. So Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know that we're king, but we certainly appreciate the compliments.
Hi, JB. So that's my friend JB, runs a martial arts dojo in Ellicott City. So
very nice. And obviously not a fan of Horus's stance. Horus in this case. Horus
in this case, yeah.
Yes. So Ben, do you have a critique on the stance?
I'm not well versed enough to properly critique the stance. I know it's bad though. There's a lot of switching the eye back and forth too. I don't know if that was meant to be comical or not, but I was like that. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny.
So one of the things that I think is interesting here is if you caught the dialogue, they said that the tiger's going to go over and find out about the saint now, right? Mm-hmm. Only one person comes over. Right. So it kind of gives up the ghost a little bit. So, the original novel is actually a pretty good whodunit, like trying to figure out, at least for me, I don't know if you picked up on anything that made you figure out that who the tiger was early on. It took me a while to figure it out.
No, they did a really good job in the novel, and part of it is the novel has so many digressions in it that it kind of strays away from the point. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it kind of they stray away from the main plot action a lot in thought, and so you kind of lose track of who just what now. And then even later when we were going back, I had to go back and double check, wait, am I right? Is this person the tiger? Because it kind of ends up being not as important as you think at the end of the novel. So
right.
So it was kind of fascinating in that way.
No, I agree. Now, and part of that is obviously the novel was originally published in serial form in London Detective Magazine. So and I'm guessing he was writing each bit by bit and then going back and looking through his notes going, what did I say here? What did I say here? Okay, yeah, this all connects.
Okay, so I didn't realize that when we were reading this and reading the book for research, and I'm like, oh, okay, that explains all the digressions, right? Paid by the words.
Yes. It is, and it's a shame because I really, really want to find a copy of one of the magazines that it was in. They are nowhere to be found. I mean, I'm gonna try and hunt. I hunted when we were at Pulp Fest last year, and I'm gonna try and hunt in Pulp Fest this year. But I'm guessing if I can find any, because it's so rare, it's going to be more than our CFO will allow me to spend. And since your CFO may be coming with us, definitely, since your CFO and my CFO talk to each other.
Well, maybe we can work something out. We'll split the baby, as it were, and you get custody part-time, I get custody part-time, so
that works.
Forgive my friend. He sees the world through crime-colored glasses.
Ah, that's all right, but you shouldn't let him go around shooting up newspapermen.
Newspaperman?
Tidmarsh the name, Bakeham correspondent of the Cornwall Gazette. Now, you're the saint, aren't you?
Yes.
Say, how about an exclusive on this doorstep murder?
Oh, I wish I could. You deserve something for spotting my arrival almost before I got here. But I can't.
Ah, there must be a story in it somewhere. Now, what did he want?
I haven't the faintest idea.
No dying man's confession? Are you sure he didn't say anything?
I wish he had.
So do I. Would have made a...
Nope, muted.
What is it about us being attracted to stories that focus that have a focus on a reporter as kind of the as the central character?
What do you mean?
Obviously, not in the original book. This character is made up out of whole cloth, but
yeah, that I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, this is kind of funny because of the Press Guardian connection and
Spike Holland.
Yeah, it's true. So just I guess it's just the kind of town crier of the day. So you get all kinds of people getting into trouble, and you have Clark Kent as the newspaper man, so right. Make newspaper reporter.
Yeah, no, and I think in fairness, that's true, right? Well, back when local journalism existed, and I'm sorry to bring the whole conversation down, every town like Bacombe had its own, had its own newspaper, and they had a reporter, and this would be something really, really, really huge. Like, the saint is coming to town.
Right. It's kind of funny that they threw his name just out there in the paper, right? Like nowadays it would be kind of protected, at least in the headline. So, they're just like, oh yeah, local bookie found dead in the home of Simon Templar.
So do you think that they threw his name out there, or do you think he did that? I mean, it's not made explicit, but it feels like a thing that the saint as we know him would do.
That's as we know him. Obviously this is a slightly different version. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see the rest of the movie to see if I feel like it's something this version of the saint would do or not. But It's something our saint would definitely do, and in fact does do.
And I just got a text. Apparently, your mother is watching. So
yes,
your mother and your and your Taekwondo instructor are watching.
Don't call it Taekwondo. And
I'm so sorry.
he will find your address and he will come and he will punch you in the stomach. No, he won't. He's really cool, but he will definitely tell you about the difference between the martial arts.
Okay, I do apologize for that then.
Jeet Kune Do, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's based on the teachings of Bruce Lee.
Oh, okay. Like water, right?
Yeah, be like water.
No. It's using your opponent's strength against themselves. Which I know is a lot of martial arts, but I know that was a big part of Bruce Lee, was like be like water and kind of flow with things and really taking their strengths and turning that against them.
Yep. So sometimes I call karate just to make them mad.
A good story. Look, you're not holding out on me, are you?
Well, why should I?
Well, if you can't, you can't. See you again, I hope.
I shouldn't be a bit surprised.
So long.
So long. And I wonder how he knew we were in Bacon.
There he is now.
I mean, it was in the newspaper. Well, I guess that, in fairness, no, it was that the murder happened. He didn't know that. Right? Yeah, he didn't know.
That the saint was coming to Bacombe.
Right. Exactly, because that was not in the paper.
Yeah. Also, they gave the tiger a punchable face, which is really nice.
We're not saying that that's the tiger.
I'm sorry.
We're just not saying that.
Oh, spoiler for a 65-plus-year-old movie.
Right. But now you're pretty much going to reveal that this is the tiger. So the who done it part of it, or the who is it part of it, is spoiled pretty quickly.
Have you seen him?
I saw him.
And?
Well, that baby's smart. Maybe he knows something, maybe he doesn't, but he certainly knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Well,
Shut up. He said Joe didn't talk, but if Joe didn't talk, why is Templar in Bacombe? Bentley, how soon can we get that boat here?
why, 2 or 3 weeks, I think.
And get it here in 1 week. We start moving, see everything's ready. And try and act smart. Both of you. Or watch your step.
Hey, Ben, you got a few minutes after we finish the movie to chat about the Press Guardian and the Clock after we're done?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we'll be more than happy to do that. Only if you're watching on YouTube, so that we actually get the revenue from the live stream. Facebook doesn't pay us anything if you're watching there.
I get you was home. Now, won't you come and sit down? I'll bring...
That is also a very different looking Patricia home than what's described in the novel.
Your stock certificates right away, as soon as I can lay my hands on them.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
I'll be right back.
I'm not annoying you, am I?
Not in the least. But don't give up trying.
Yeah, I know you're terribly busy, but if you could spare me a moment...
Sorry.
Well, in that case, I should like to see your employer.
What?
I'm looking for a cottage.
Oh, I see.
Of course you do. So do I. And I couldn't like it more.
Couldn't like what? More?
Well, what I see.
Well, what sort...
The Saint in the novel was much smoother.
Very much so.
Even in 1943, I feel like this was a cheesy line.
What sort of cottage would you be requiring, sir?
Oh, the very best sort, of course. You know, plenty of oak beams to bang your head on, earwigs and spiders in the thatch. In fact, all the usual offices. I'll tell you what. If you were to come out to lunch with me, I could explain exactly what I mean.
You'll have to fill in forms, you know.
What, to take you out to lunch?
No, to rent a cottage.
Dog license, fishing permit, income.
Miss Holmes, I found your certificates. Here they are.
Thanks.
I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting.
Not a bit. I've had such an amusing talk with this fresh client of yours.
Oh?
He wants a cottage with a thatched roof and some earwigs. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Holmes. Cottages. Now, where did I put my list?
Well, don't be too long in finding it, will you? I'll probably be back in an hour or two.
Oh, very good.
Hey, Miss Holmes. Listen, I'll forgive you on one condition.
You'll forgive me. I like that.
Oh, there's lots more about me you'll like when you know me better. Now, the condition is that you don't cancel our lunch date.
We have no...
Am I allowed to ban somebody who can punch me in the stomach? All right. That's fine, JD. I guess after my Taekwondo comment, that's fair.
No lunch date.
Hey, Pat.
Oh, hello, Tiddy.
Hello. So you met Simon Templar?
Only just.
Well, aren't you thrilled?
Should I be?
I should have thought so. Didn't you know he was the saint?
Of course. How silly of me. I didn't recognize you without your halo. Hello, Auntie.
Morning, Aunt Aggie.
Hello, young man. This is Mr. Templar, my aunt, Miss Girton.
How do you do?
How do you do?
He's getting a cottage here.
I suspect we should be seeing quite a lot of you.
Well, I hope so.
Pop in, Pat. We're late for lunch. You must come to tea one day. Tiddy, bring him along soon.
I most certainly will.
Yes, you must come as soon as you're settled.
I'd like to. Thank you, Miss Girton. You're very kind.
Good.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Nice girl.
That's a darling.
Seems quite a pleasant young man.
Uh-huh.
What does he do?
He's the saint.
The saint? Good gracious. I've invited him for tea.
Auntie, look out. Be careful.
You bet I will.
It's good to be so well known that that you can cause havoc, almost cause a car crash just by mentioning the name.
Quite the reputation precedes him.
Yes. So
I guess that's an effect of this being the 8th movie, right? So
right,
like he has it's all established. It's the Saints cinematic universe.
Yeah, but it is interesting because I think this is the first movie that actually had Patricia Holm in it. And so doing it in reverse, I'll have to go back and look through the other movies, but I think this is the first one that had Patricia Holm, even though she played a big part in the earlier, in some of the earlier novels. So I think but doing it out of order like that, I guess that's what's going to happen. By the way, I like your tea scene better, where it's done in Instagram. They didn't do it in Instagram here.
Yeah.
I want you to meet our friend, Lionel Bentley.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Templar.
Haven't we met before somewhere?
I don't think so.
Lionel Bentley, that name sounds familiar. Well, perhaps it'll come back to me.
Oh, Mr. Templar, now you've met everyone, do have some tea.
Thank you, Miss Girton.
Agatha, I'd love another cup. And one of those delicious cakes.
Oh, Mother, darling, your diet.
Sugar?
Yes, one, please. If Miss Jones doesn't mind.
You don't have to watch your figure.
I understand you've taken a cottage here, Mr. Templar.
Yes, I've been in it almost a week.
I'm afraid you'll find Bacon dreadfully down.
No, no chance of that.
So that time jump to me is weird. Like, is it really been a week since he was invited to have tea and then they have tea a week later? Because I didn't see any I didn't see anything that indicated that there was a time jump unless that little statement was it.
I guess that was it. I glossed over it. I was actually just going to the text of the original book to see if there was a Bentley in it, and there is not.
Yeah. Well, there's also not another woman.
That's true. Yeah.
So they're throwing in some characters, and yes, probably not a good thing to say to your mom as a general rule.
By the way, Mr. Biddle, when did you leave South Africa?
About 8 years ago.
Now, remember that fellow Kent? He was a mining man, too. Made a fortune salting gold mines and disappeared.
How exciting. What happened to him?
Now, that's what the police could never find out. I thought you might have run across him being in the same line of business, more or less.
Never heard of him. The world's a big place, you know.
And amazingly small, too, sometimes.
Suppose you meet some extraordinary people, Mr. Templar.
We all do, Miss Girton. You see, crooks move in the most select circles these days. Isn't that so, Mr. Bentley?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, you must have met plenty in the city. Financial gangsters, high-class criminals.
Of course, I know the type.
Yes, I thought you would. I recollect one firm especially. A rotten, unscrupulous lot they were, too. Now, their company was called... Sorry, it's gone. I have such a vile memory for names.
Now, who can that be? Pat, who else was coming?
I don't think anybody else.
Mother.
Just for today.
Excuse me.
It feels like the only reason that woman exists is to get yelled at for eating cake. Like, that's her whole point of being in the movie, is so that she can get fat shamed.
I will say that little exchange about South Africa felt very true to the, if not the exact wording, then the spirit of the book. Like just dropping conversation bombs right in the middle of everyone's face to see who reacts and how.
100%. Like that. This feels like our saint, like the saint from the novel, in that he is pushing the buttons. He's trying to draw out the villain. So, and I emphasize as well. I emphasize as well. We Chris and I went out to dinner Friday night. Mm-hmm. And she wanted ice cream afterwards, and so we walked up the street and grabbed a small ice cream cone, and then we took our niece on Saturday to see Riverdance, and afterwards we went out to dinner, and then she wanted ice cream, so I got to sit and watch while Chris and our niece ate ice cream. Unfortunately, 50 some years of eating ice cream whenever I wanted means that now I have to be in a little more control when when ice cream's around.
Indeed. Same.
Yeah.
Well, of all things.
Who is it?
You'll never guess. Ask him to come in, Mary. It's Professor Khan.
But how nice. He's a rocks and things.
Professor Khan, welcome back to Bacon.
Miss Girton, the pleasure's mine, I assure you.
You remember my niece?
How do you do, Miss Patricia?
Hello.
So obviously, in the first one, in the actual book, it is somebody from Scotland Yard who plays Professor Khan, just not Teal. So yeah, here's Teal's taking over that role.
Professor.
And Mr. Biddle.
How are you, sir? How do you do? Ah, Mr. Bentley, how are you?
Hello, sir.
Now, here is someone you haven't met before. May I present a celebrity of another sort? Mr. Simon Templar.
An honor, Professor.
Mr. Templar.
You've no idea how much I've always admired your work.
You're interested in geology?
Well, only as an amateur, of course. But tell me, what brings you to Bacon, Professor?
I hope to complete an investigation I started some time ago, Mr. Templar. And may I ask what you're doing in Cornwall?
You know, that's what I've been dying to ask, Mr. Templar.
So again, this feels like this timeline jumps around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In the book, yes, it was established that he'd been there for a while doing kind of his thing. Here, the murder happens and he's been here for a while doing an investigation. Was he, was he here before this happened or was it after?
Yeah, it is kind of jarring where they're
JV, you're 100% correct. And the thing is, it was filmed in the UK. So
I don't because that was the whole point of Karn in the book, was he was a plotter. He took his time and he just wrung the truth out of every corner he could get. So not show up a week after the crime, maybe, I don't know. And it's like they know him, right? Oh, the famous geologist. It's but we know he's not a famous geologist already. So yeah, kind of spoils the reveal.
Right, exactly.
Haven't we all? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm here for some big game hunting.
Big game? In Cornwall?
And what exactly do you hope to bag in Bacon?
As a matter of fact, a tiger.
I think that line is lifted directly from the book.
I think so too. And if it's not, it is close enough that it's not a that feels like a book line, whether or not it actually is. Let me see here. Big game. Cornish game hen. Yes, that's a less intimidating criminal.
I could absolutely go for a Cornish game hen, though. But that sounds very good. But probably wouldn't hunt my own. You want me to keep going, or you want to look up the line?
I didn't see it real quick,
okay.
So.
And incidentally, about £1 million.
You've come to the wrong place. No one in Bacon has any money.
Are you sure? I was told it was quite a little gold mine.
You're joking. Come along, Professor.
And thank you to our newest backer. We're up to 143. We are almost to the point where we're going to get that final stretch goal. So pretty excited there.
Professor, do have some tea. Young man, you've been listening to fortune tellers.
To a most unfortunate fortune teller. He died just afterwards. Might I have some more tea, just to keep the professor company?
What's all this about pots of gold and hunting tigers?
Well, what do you think, Professor?
I don't think any more. I know that you've been holding out on me.
Oh, not really.
You said the other night that you didn't know Joe Gallo, or anything about the tiger, or the Bristol bank robbery.
Well, I didn't.
Well, how did you get your information?
From you.
Huh?
You told me, when you were questioning me.
Dinner is ready, sir.
All right, Horace. Oh, forgive me. Will you take a chance on Horace?
No, thanks. I've had my dinner.
You are an early bird. Oh, it isn't even 8 yet.
Europeans eating dinner at 8 o'clock, like a bunch of weirdos.
Maybe because they're on vacation or, seaside town. I don't know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, excuse me. Hello? Hello? Hello?
See anything?
No, not even a mouse.
I didn't think it was mice.
You all right, Horace?
Yes, but look.
Yeah, what price Chicago gangsters now?
That's right. I might have been murdered. I never thought of that. Oh, my goodness.
Again, you know, this is a cute character, but it's very different than the Oris we know and love.
Yeah, definitely. Like he does it. He's doing his job. He's comic relief, right? So,
and I think in the 1940s you needed a comic relief in basically every black and white movie. So
I mean, you still need comic relief. So
right.
That was a come on.
That's what you get for showing your hand this afternoon. You made a bad mistake there.
Oh, no. It proves I'm on the right track. Besides, it keeps him worrying. Makes the tiger think I got a flock of aces up my sleeve.
Sir? I'll fix you up a little snack.
Thanks, Horace.
See here, Sid. Cards on the table. I'm after the gold and the tiger, and I'm going to get them. Let's work together. What about a deal?
Thanks. I think I'll stick to my solitaire.
Oh, so you won't work with me, eh?
No.
All right, then. I'm going to arrest you on suspicion of murder.
I don't think so, Professor Khan. Besides, it might spoil your game if everyone, including the tiger, were to find out you were really Scotland Yard. Or would it?
Clever, aren't you?
Well, it looks that way. Now, here's my deal. Leave me alone, let me have my fun, and you go on with your geology. And I'll turn the tiger over to you.
You will? When?
After I've got the gold.
You'll not get away with it.
Want to bet?
I'll give odds you won't.
All right, what odds?
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
I still don't know why you're buying these shares. I hope you're not being just kind.
My dear Patricia, in business, I found that sentiment is bad business. And here's the transfer for you to sign.
Transfer? Of course. How stupid of me.
Not so very stupid. No, I shouldn't sign, Pat. Not just yet.
Why, Mr.
In
Templar.
person. Now, you're not seeing a ghost. Surprised, eh? Do you mind? I'm abnormally curious.
Abnormally lucky, I'd say.
Always, Bentley. Remember that. Shares in a mine that hasn't produced an ounce of gold for years. Not worth the paper it's printed on.
So, I mean, it's a nice setup for kind of tying into the mine theme of what they did in the book, too. But it also is very different, trying to make Biddle a little less creepy than he was in the, well, until we get to the end, a little less creepy than he was in the book. So,
yeah, he was giving me, like very young Charles Emerson Winchester, David Ogden Stiers vibes when he was right there when he was doing the signing and everything. Not that David Ogden Stiers is creepy or anything, just like I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm watching like him much younger. But enjoy story time with the kids.
And Mr. Lionel Bentley's buying them for a whale of a lot of money.
Is that any business of yours?
Well, it doesn't sound like your kind of business. You're no Boy Scout.
But isn't it all right?
Well, I'd hate to guarantee this check.
I don't have to stand for your insults, Templar.
By the way, I discovered the name of that disreputable banking firm. It was Black, Trent and Black.
Well?
What was the name of your firm?
Suppose you'll find out.
I did. It was Black, Trent and Black. Now, isn't that a coincidence? I'm afraid, Bentley, that you're a dirty crook.
Oh.
I'll have you thrown out.
Well, if you insist, but you'll have to send for the army.
Then the check.
Cash it quick, and then sign this. And don't think he's doing you any favor.
You wanted me?
Show Mr. Templar the door.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a proper Oris right there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Coming? Well, yeah, perhaps I should.
Just a big bluff. He asked for it.
Oh, Saint.
Well, he showed me the door.
That's definitely taken from the book, and
Right.
again, done really well. Other than in the book, he comes back through the
French
garden
doors.
entrance.
Yeah, the French windows, yeah.
Right.
It's a perfectly ordinary door, hardly worth looking at. Now, do you want some more?
Let me at him.
I don't need you here.
Yeah, you know, your boys lack brains, Bentley. They're going to run your head into a noose one day. You ready, Pat?
Yes.
By the window, I think. We're less likely to run into crowds.
One moment. I strongly advise against it, Templar. Much better stay a while. Both of you.
Well, your hospitality is very touching, Bentley. But we must be getting along. So sorry. Oh, your bag, Pat. Well, that's that. Let's go.
What's going on here?
Oh, you want some more, eh?
Not a whole lot of technique to 1940s fighting style.
It is a shame that JB is doing story time and could not break down that that fight choreography. That he would have a good time with that.
JB will be back by the time we get on the boat, and there are some excellent fight scenes for him to critique. So
awesome.
No, come on.
Go on, you go.
But... Oh, I'm being torn to pieces.
Shut up or you'll be shot to pieces.
But what about...
Well, seen them? They came this way. They're making for the gate. Come on, quick.
Yeah, I'm afraid I got you into something.
I'm in it to stay.
Okay, we're in it together. Now listen, Pat. My car's in the lane. Drive to my cottage. Professor Khan will be there and I'll join you.
But you're not coming with me?
No. But if I'm not home before 11, tell Khan exactly where I am and what's happened to me.
Right.
Remember, not a word to him before 11.
All right. I hate leaving you, Saint.
We'll save that for some time when I can do something about it.
I will. Good luck.
Got clean away.
love it when the guys with guns and he just runs right toward them, just like yeah, I'll go back that way.
Speaking of going back, we don't need to rewind, but I do want to say that him telling Pat to shut up is very unsaint-like.
Right.
He was always a perfect gentleman in the book. So
So it's unsaint-like from the book, but it is very 1940s movie.
It is 1940s movie, like, yes, that is true. But that more than anything else, like other than Oris, like that jumped out as like the same one. Maybe he does in later books, I don't know. But I'm like, the saint meet the he wouldn't say that. He would that no sir.
No, absolutely not. You are correct.
Well, where is he? Got away. Over the wall.
You blithering idiots.
I'll get the stuff ready. You can start loading it as soon as the boat comes tomorrow.
Won't be a long job.
Not now the template's out of the way.
That'll be Biddle.
Another common theme to our comics here are movies with lots of secret passages.
Oh man, yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, wow, that is an impressive secret door. Like that is some really good. That's some really good construction right there.
Which, I mean, none of this was in the original book. Like, there were no secret passages or anything like that. I think they just had a set that had secret passages, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, like it was probably like I get, especially given the number, like I guess it was like a big thing to do in movies, so or serials or whatever, just at the time. So because we saw, like I said, we saw that in the Green Archer serials, and so yeah, must be just a phase.
Well, so it's kind of like that running joke that if you grew up in the 70s or 80s, you just assumed there was a pretty good chance you could die by quicksand. I think if you grew up in the 30s and 40s, you just assumed all mansions had secret passages. And I mean, even later, if you watched a lot of Scooby-Doo, you just assumed all mansions have.
Well, they have those. They do have those doors at the Home Depot that there are bookcases that line up, and then it's a secret. It's a door behind it. It's not like secret, but like you can get a hidden door if you want.
I don't think we have a space for that, but that would be nice. You, on the other hand, with your palatial mansion, you could probably put those in front of a room and have it secret.
Perhaps I'll have an addition put on just to make a secret door.
That works.
him up. Don't.
Oh, we froze?
Yeah, it looks like it froze. Are you seeing me?
I'm seeing you. Yeah, and I can hear you. You're good.
Huh.
That's weird. Let me go to...
I mean, it's a local downloaded copy, so hold on, let me remove.
Now it's just us.
Yeah. Now
No
let
one
me
came
add
to
it
see
back
that.
to the stage.
See what happens.
Oh, that's not good. Hold on.
To know, Templar.
Huh. Must be a flaw in the download.
Ah. Yeah, fair.
It's too bad. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I think we have to jump up ahead here.
I want to hear what's been going on.
Hey,
Director, but
the
of
good
course-
news is if we hit to 150 backers, you could own your copy that doesn't freeze like this. So just saying.
Physical media.
What's that?
Physical media.
Physical
coming
media,
back.
that's right. So, if you haven't backed this yet, definitely back the campaign. We're only 7 away from hitting that 150 backers. So
And also, Alan is starting a side business where he sells used DVD players at exorbitant markup. There's no relation to them, but that's how we're funding the next comic.
That's right.
Do you think we ought to tell him?
You mean everything?
Will you mind?
Oh, come on.
Patience, little man. You see, it was like this. We were walking along a cliff.
In the beautiful moonlight.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Are you crazy or am I?
Yeah, well, that's a leading question. I refuse to commit myself.
Who is it?
Open up, it's the police.
What have you been up to now, Templar?
Good evening.
Why, Mr. Bickle.
I'm very sorry about this.
Are you in on this, sir? I'm not involved in any way.
I understand, sir.
That's your man, Constable.
Simon Templar, I'm arresting you for attempted robbery and assault.
But I don't understand.
Oh, it's too ridiculous.
Am I supposed to have done all that?
You struck him, shot at him, and stabbed him with your knife.
Oh, dear, I must be slipping. I seem to have forgotten poison. Well, what's your story, Bittle?
Well, I'd been having a nap. I woke and found a man at my desk, rifling it. He turned and fired. I grappled with him, and he struck me, and I fell, stunned. The next thing I remember, he was slipping out the window. I managed to follow him and saw him set off in this direction. Then I went for the police.
And here we are.
So that's your story. Poppycock, of course, Mr. Bittle. Circumstantial and all that. Very neat and almost credible piece of fiction.
I'll have to ask you to come along with me, Mr. Templar.
Oh, I think not. You see, fortunately, my good friend, Professor Khan, can clear me. I'm sure he'll testify that he never saw me leave the house all evening.
Is that so, sir?
Aye, that's true.
Thank you, Professor.
You mean...
I guess having the professor give the alibi even against his will is a little different than Horace giving it, but
So fun fact, since we were talking about bad Scottish accents, that turns out Inspector Teal's actor, the actor who played him, is named Gordon MacLeod.
Ooh, there we go. So JB, you might be wrong about his bad Scottish accent. That just might have been an accent from the Scotland in the 1940s.
You mean the Templar didn't leave here all evening?
You heard what I said?
You can't tell
Your
me.
word's enough for me, sir. I'm sorry about this, Mr. Templar.
Well, it looks like a case of mistaken identity. Eh, Mr. Bittle?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, mistaken identity. I apologize. Good night.
Good night. Hey, wait a minute. I want a word with you. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Well, thanks, Teal, for the alibi. Well, Pat?
It's true. I didn't see you leave. But where did you go?
Yes, what did happen?
What's been going on here?
That was a little trick of the Tigers. A frame-up to get me out of the way.
I know, but I mean before that.
That's all I'm going to tell you tonight.
Both in the book and here, this whole thing feels like a really bad setup. Like, you could have come up with a much better story than what you came up with if you're trying to get Simon Templar thrown in jail by the local police. Because generally the local police don't like him anyway. And
right. They don't need much of an excuse. Just...
Right, exactly. This is 1940s Great Britain. Like, you don't need a good reason to throw somebody in. So it feels like it's a real poor attempt at telling us, real poor attempt at coming up with a frame up.
Remember, tomorrow you get the tiger on a golden platter. You'll know all about everything then.
Oh, all right.
Tomorrow looks like a busy day.
Yes, so we'd all better get some sleep. Come on, Pat. We drop you at the inn, Professor?
Thanks. It's been a bonny evening, but I prefer to walk. Good night.
Thanks, Horace. You were swell.
Thank you, Miss Pat.
Yikes. Oh no, the pointing the gun at yourself to check the barrel, just like yikes.
Well, there it is, Pat. The whole cockeyed story.
It's the most exciting story I've ever heard, and I'm in on it.
Oh, no, you're not. Not any longer. It's far too serious.
But I'm serious. You promised me. You said we were in this together.
Oh, I know I did.
But you didn't mean it. Well, I did. I'm in it, and I'm going to stay in it, so there. I'll provide you with invaluable female intuition.
All right.
So, good news, Ghost Warrior. The Amazon versions are perfectly fine. At least the one that I have. And Ben, did I send you one already?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So they are perfectly fine. So you shouldn't have any problem with them there.
What's our program for tomorrow?
Simple enough. We've got to find £1 million in gold.
Easy. Where is it?
Well, what does your female intuition say?
Around Bacon? Smugglers' caves.
Oh, you're wonderful. Yeah, but how do we get to them, you clever little thing?
They're supposed to be connected with Bacon House. It used to be a monastery.
Was it? I trust those wise old monks to find a back entrance for the brandy somewhere. Oh, who lives there now?
Nobody. It was turned into a local museum.
Oh, Bacon Museum. Where your friend Merridew's the curator?
Yes, he must know something about it.
Then all roads lead to Merridew. First thing tomorrow morning, we'll beard him in his lair.
Well, there's the office and...
Atta girl. We need all the luck we can get.
Now, don't forget,
Well, Mr. Bentley, how you do get around.
Mr. Bentley's our most generous benefactor.
One of my hobbies. You must let Merridew show you around the museum.
It would be a pleasure.
You will find it well worthwhile.
I'm sure we shall.
Good morning.
Where would you like to start?
In your office, if you don't mind.
But of course, yes.
So again, a very different setup for trying to figure out how to get to Smuggler's Cove. So same objective, just a slightly different way of going about it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't come to see the museum...
Why are we here? 2 words. Smuggler's Cave.
All that talk was just talk.
Cave. Smuggler's Cave, not Cove. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, local gossip and that sort of thing. I'm sorry I can't help you.
I think you'd better sit down, Pat.
But I tell you...
You're wasting your breath, unless you start telling the truth.
I'm afraid you'd better tell Mr. Templar.
Where's that entrance?
But this is an outrage. I won't put up with it.
Sit down. And don't be a fool. You're running with crooks and murderers. They're using you. They'll kill you to cover their tracks. You don't stand a chance. But I'm giving you one if you'll help me. If you don't, your life isn't worth that.
But I... Oh, they can't.
Oh, yes, they can. This is your only chance, Meridew. Take it or leave it. Now.
Templar, look here, honestly. I'm not one of their gang. Bentley's been paying me, but I didn't know a thing about the robbery. Not till afterwards. Oh, please help me to get out of this.
Where's that entrance?
I'll tell you. It's here, in the museum. It's right... No! 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 Oh.
Miss Girton!
Rat it.
What's that?
I can't stop and chat, young man.
What do you know about Meridew?
Worst bridge player in Cornwall, and you can tell him I said so.
Well, I'm afraid I can't. He's just been murdered.
Yes, I felt like doing it myself often for overbidding his hand. Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
I know people who play bridge take their bridge very seriously, but even that seems a little bit cold.
I kind of enjoy this version of her, of Aunt Agatha. I think she's a lot of fun. Not quite comic relief, but still funny.
Yeah, no, she's definitely got like old lady vibes, like you know, auntie vibes kind of thing, and you know, I'm definitely here for that.
Is it bothering you at all that one of the major plot points for the book is the lack of motor cars, and everyone's got a motor car in this movie? Because it's making my eye twitch a little bit.
Yeah. So
not that it works in the movie, but like, yeah.
So I think, you know, when he wrote the book in 1928, it was there were probably a lot of English summer villages or seaside villages that didn't have motorway access, but by 1940s, you're going to have it. So I think that, I mean, kind of the way when we adapted it and set it in the modern age, we had to put cell phones and that kind of stuff into it. So. But it is very incongruous with like the whole reason that you can't bring in backup is because there's one car and you have to take that one car to get to wherever you're going to go. Excuse me. And hope that it actually gets there because the roads and the cars are unreliable.
Yeah, I guess they're just eliminating the need for backup story-wise, so that doesn't really enter into it.
The Saint doesn't need backup. Ha!
Well, the Saint didn't need backup. I think Karn did, but...
Right, that's fair.
Why did the Saint do it?
The Saint? Surely you don't...
This is his knife, isn't it?
But he didn't...
Then who did?
I don't know.
Miss Holmes, you've got yourself mixed up in a nasty mess. I was just outside, and no one came near this room, and no one came out of it except Simon Templar.
And what exactly does that prove, Teal?
It pins it on you.
It proves something else to me.
What?
Oh, come now, Inspector. You can't expect me to tell you everything. After all, Scotland Yard pays you to do some thinking for yourself.
I've been thinking, Templar.
Oops.
Oops, indeed.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't shout that out too loudly.
And I'm arresting you for murder.
But that's ridiculous.
I'm blowed. Professor Khan, a detective. What a story. A scoop of scoops. Saint nabbed red-handed in museum murder. You know, I can just see the headlines.
I can't and you won't. Not a word of this gets printed until I give it out myself. You understand?
Okay.
You're not under arrest, Miss Holmes, but stay around Beacom. We shall want to question you.
And I'll want to do a lot of answering.
I'm taking you to London, Templar.
What?
You're too big for local jails.
Don't be a fool, Teal.
Too many people try to teach me my business. I know what I'm doing.
Don't worry, Pat. Someday he may wake up.
We can travel to London in your car, Templar.
Oh, you're too kind.
It'll save you unkind publicity.
It'll save you the train fare.
I'll have the local police take over here. Look after him at home, Tidmarsh, and remember, no scoop.
Teal, the human monkey wrench.
Come on, Pat, I'll take you home.
Hello. This is Inspector Teal of Scotland Yard speaking.
Oh, and phones are a common thing, which also was unusual in the first one or in the book.
Yep.
Now, cheer up, Pat. The Saint will talk himself out of it. Anyway, Teal or no Teal, the Gazette gets the scoop. Do you mind if I phone?
You know where it is?
Thanks.
Oh, Miss Pat, where's Mr. Templar? I've some very important news for him.
He's on his way to London.
To London? Why, what happened?
That Inspector Teal arrested him for murder.
Not murdered you?
Uh-huh. Somebody killed him.
Dash it, I missed it again.
Then he wasn't joking.
No.
Oh.
Auntie. Oh, Auntie.
It's just what we wanted. Gives us time to turn around. They'll be both out of our way for at least 24 hours.
All right, I know. The boat's anchored in shore. Everything's set, I tell you.
That's what you think. What about the girl? She knows enough to gum up the whole show. Sure, you're always forgetting. Now, shut up. Wait a minute. Let me think.
I should lie down, Auntie. You'll feel better.
Hope so. I've got such a lot to do.
Miss Pat, what will we do now? The boat's here. I saw it anchor.
What boat?
Bentley's yacht. Mr. Templar was wondering when it might get here.
So that's it. They're taking the gold away on that yacht.
Yes. And he's not here to stop them.
No. But we are.
Miss Pat.
Well, we can try, can't we?
Yes.
Oh, hello, Horace. Well, Pat, that settles everything.
Not quite everything. Tiddy, you've got to help me.
Sure, Pat, anything.
Even a spot of piracy?
Pat, are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Now listen to me.
The way he yaps at us,
So she's bringing him in kind of the algae role in the original in the book, which I think is an interesting use of this character. And I wonder if it's so in the obviously in the book, while the Saint and Pat are carrying out their romance, she's technically still dating Algie. Algae. I don't know why. It just is Algie the right way to pronounce that?
That's the way I pronounce it, Algie.
Okay, that works for me. Hey, and maybe that'll help us with views because Algie's been in the news for so much recently. But I wonder if they had to change that here because you couldn't have a woman with two boyfriends or dating two men at the same time in the 1940s when this was made. It's actually made in 39, 40, and then released in 41 in the UK, 43 in the US. So I wonder if just for the moral sensibilities of the time, the idea that she might have had two different boyfriends was just so beyond the pale for movies that you couldn't include that.
So I poked around real quick on the IMDb. The guy who plays the tiger played number 2 in the Prisoner television series, and he had a guest starring role on one episode of the Saint series from 1962.
Really? That was it?
Well, no, he did a bunch of other stuff. I was just looking for stuff I would recognize. No, he did a bunch of other stuff. Like he was all over the place. But
that's cool that he got to play in the Saint. That's neat.
Yeah, and just the Prisoner is like kind of a big one, so that's why I pulled it out. So
yeah, I love the Prisoner. That is such a weird, wonderful show.
Yep.
So now I'll have to go hunt that one down because I've been rewatching. Now that we're done with this, I've been rewatching all of the Roger Moore, Simon Templar. So or Saints. So I'll have to go rewatch that specific episode. But we're building up to the big the big showdown here. So hopefully JB is back so he can critique the fighting style on the boat.
You think the tiger was the whole show?
But we do all the dirty work.
And take all the chances. I wonder what he'd feel like if somebody were to upset his apple cart.
Well, why not?
So we are going to do what Simon would have done if it hadn't been for that fool inspector.
But, Pat, the whole thing's crazy. Bentley and Bittler are respectable citizens.
No, it isn't crazy. Besides, think of the new headlines.
Yes, it would.
So I do like the fact that they are, even though it's for a much shorter period of time, they are staying true to the book, where kind of Pat becomes the main character for part of it, and I think that that's really nice.
Yeah, they just took the saint out of the story in a different way.
Right, exactly. And kind of the way we did, thanks to Simon Russell, our editor, came up with a really great way to do that in the comic, to give Pat her showcase while letting everybody know what was happening with the Saint at the same time. Again, I don't want to spoil it, because if you haven't, please back the Saint on Kickstarter. Link in the little scrolly thing. But there's I think I think they're doing a relatively nice job, especially again for a 1940s movie where you generally didn't have a woman as the main character.
Yep.
Make a jolly good story. Hijacking a yacht. Say, it'll be a sensation if we get away with it.
Tiddy, you're an angel. All right, we'll meet here, the three of us, at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir, Miss Pat.
Of all your stupid blunders, Teal, this beats the lot.
Hey, you've been telling me that for the past hour. But arresting you, Saint, even by mistake, is a pleasure.
Shut up.
Pull in here.
What's the big idea?
Oh, I'm stupid, am I?
Then you knew all the time that I hadn't done it.
Certainly. You were priceless. It did my heart good to watch you burn.
You'll never let me hear the last of this, will you?
Not if I can help it. And remember, from now on, I'm in charge.
You know, we ought to have police help.
One of the brass band of the reception committee.
Hey, you can't break in. I'm an officer of the law.
A little honest burglary will do you good.
We oughtn't to do this.
I do think that Hugh Sinclair as the Saint pales compared to Roger Moore or even Ian Ogilvy. But he definitely pulls the lines off. Like, he's got the snooty's not the right word, but that kind of air about him of, I can make a dismissive joke and it works because I'm British. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it really, I feel like he really does have that. I don't know. I guess you haven't watched a lot of Saint, so you probably don't have an opinion of him compared to Roger Moore.
No. Like I said, this is the first Saint, other than seeing the Val Kilmer movie like one time 30 some odd years ago, I think now. Right. Like, this is the only like live action version of the Saint I have seen. So,
what do you think compared to the book, at least?
It's kind of a tough call. Just because we spent so much time in the book, but the some of the things I do enjoy, like there are a couple of things that, like you said, the line delivery from Hugh Sinclair, and a couple of gags that I enjoy. Like I said, I like the Aunt Agatha better in this version, but I'm still probably gonna give the edge to the book. But that's just how it's almost all. The book is almost always better than the movie. So
I definitely give the edge to the book. And again, Leslie Charteris has said that he does not like the book, or did not like the book. Wish he could go back and kind of redo it, or maybe not redo it, but
edit it.
But specifically, what do you think about him compared to the book's Templar?
Well, no, it's just not even. Like, even for all the book's flaws, like, you still get that he's got a little bit of the like kind of effortless, like, no, I am the main character in this story. I know I'm the main character in this story. It's fine. I'm going through the whole thing like I'm the main character. But it doesn't quite measure up to, in my opinion, the Templar from the book. So, but not terrible, just not the same.
Agreed. Yeah, no, 100% agree. And I don't think Charteris was ever a big fan of Hugh Sinclair's The Saint, especially because he also, I think Hugh Sinclair, hold on, let me double check, make sure I'm not lying to you.
You lie to me all the time.
I think Hugh Sinclair also played the Falcon. Yeah, so he also played the Falcon, and Leslie Charteris thought that the Falcon was basically a ripoff of the Saint, and he's not completely wrong, especially if you go back and watch some of the Falcon movies. It feels like it does feel like it's like the, as you like to say, the Saint with the VIN number filed off or whatever. What's the
serial
phrase?
numbers filed off?
Serial numbers, yeah. So.
Oh, if the yard ever heard of this, come on.
We've only had wings.
Even if your guess was right, it'd take us hours to find it.
Don't worry, I know where to find it.
Who told you?
You did.
Huh?
When you said nobody came out of the office but me.
Well, are you pulling my leg again?
I take that back. It was George Sanders that played both the Saint and the Falcon, and that's and Leslie Charteris was mad that he that he played both characters for that reason. So not Hugh Sinclair. Hugh Sinclair only played the. I mean, he was in other things as well, but he did not play the Falcon, as far as I can tell.
Gotcha.
Well,
All right, later. There isn't time now. Ready to go?
I am right behind you.
Yay, more secret passages. I feel like we could take any 1940s movie and have and I know neither one of us are big drinkers, but we could do turn that into a drinking game where take a shot every time somebody uses a secret passage. In The Green Archer, we'd be dead. There were so many secret passage uses in there, but I think even in a lot of like what you think are normal movies, there are secret passages everywhere. So maybe when we do the when we wind up doing this for the Shadow, I'll send you I don't know if you drink liquor, what your liquor of choice is, but
I might have to.
What's that?
I might have to develop a drinking habit.
Right.
Oh, yeah, be careful. Steps. Yeah, watch yours, Pavlova.
What's this?
The missing link, the smuggler's caves.
Alan, I need you to pause for a second.
Nice work, Inspector.
Sorry, I was in Wikipedia for a second. What's up?
So the Falcon movie is based on the character made by Drexel Drake.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I believe that the Falcon is in the public domain, which means
it is.
We could do a Falcon and Saint team-up comic. Just putting that out there.
Okay, so the good news is there aren't as many secret passages in the Shadow, so levels was 5. Thank you for that, Ghost Warrior.
Could we make it Lido pizza squares instead of liquor?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it won't be good for your cholesterol, but that works too. I would consider it. So I do. Excuse me for 1 second.
Yeah, of course. Uh-oh. He's going to the bookshelf. That's.
So I have been researching who is the Falcon. So I have been researching the Falcon stuff. The problem is it's so thank you. I think the Falcon is more obscure than the Saint.
For sure.
And I don't know if I'm ready to do a comic where nobody will want to sue us. That just makes me sad. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool character, and a crossover with the Saint would be actually kind of fun. Maybe that'll be 2030. Let's, we'll put it out there. But yes, the Falcon is in the public domain.
Okay.
So.
He's let us down.
Then we'll have to go without him.
That's all right.
No, I think that's right. I think I don't know that it's because Sam Spade especially is very much hard-nosed kind of detective kind of guy, whereas both the Falcon and the Saint are gentlemen adventurers. So it doesn't quite have that same dynamic, but it would be in that they are kind of two sides of the same coin. Like Philip Marlowe and Sam Spade feel like two sides of the same coin, and the Falcon and the Saint feel like two sides of the same coin, which Leslie Charter has certainly agreed, and he would probably hate the idea of a Falcon Saint crossover. But I think it would be, oh, wait, I know. We'll call our Falcon, we'll put him in a blue suit and call him the Blue Falcon. There we go. Now we're good for a lawsuit.
So you blue not Blue Falcon, definitely not Blue Falcon for other reasons. That is a military slang term, actually.
Oh,
so.
Okay. I did not know that. Okay.
Yes. But the yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, sorry, I kept getting like static from the Falcon Marvel character when trying to research facts about the Falcon. So maybe Marvel will sue us if we make it close enough to that.
That's fair. Well, I mean, I want to do a book based on the Leslie Charteris book Daredevil. So if we did a Daredevil Falcon crossover, then we would definitely get sued. But I'll send you I'll send you a copy of Who is the Falcon. I'll send you this copy because I've got the other thing to send you. So I will send you both of those, and you can read through it and see what you think.
Okay.
I know you don't need anything else added to your TBR pile, but it's again 2030, so you have 3 years to read it.
Okay, so I'll save it. I'll do it in 2 years and 11 months.
Yes. I think there were Falcon novels. If there weren't originally, there definitely have been now. Did Moonstone do Falcon? Because that seems like a Moonstone thing. I'm Googling live as we speak.
Yes, obviously. Let's see here.
No, so I'm running into the same problem as you are. It's
so The Falcon's Prey in his 1936 novel, The Falcon's Prey.
Okay, there you go.
And then the Falcon cuts in, and the Falcon meets a lady.
Those sound like they could be Saint titles. I mean, these two characters are very, again, obviously the Saint came first, but there's clearly somebody was like, oh, I want to write a Saint novel, but not call it a Saint novel. It's like if you wanted to do a comic based on our Green Archer character, but you couldn't use Green Archer, but you definitely wanted to include green in the name. The only other option would be Green Arrow.
There are two actual Falcon detective characters. So apparently,
Okay.
I have the Wikipedia disambiguation page that I'll link to you.
Okay. I do love Wikipedia, man. Just for finding these old things, I love the fact that there are old guys like us that are obsessed with this stuff and really hunt it down and get the answers. All right. So I don't know if it's still your profile page on iPhone or your profile image, but you just sent me a link to the Falcon fictional detective, and your iPhone image is you holding a falcon.
Oh yeah, that's my. Well, no, that is a bald eagle, sir.
Or a bald eagle.
Because
Sorry, never mind then.
Yeah, no. So that was our Scotland falconry experience, and I'm not great with. I'm a little nervous around birds. I'm like, how many times am I gonna have a chance to have a bald eagle sit on my arm? So.
Are you allowed to put a bald eagle on your arm at a falconry? That feels like that should be wrong.
Well, it's a generic term. It was funny though, because the place was lousy with seagulls, and they were tormenting a lot of the birds that were part of the falconry experience, except when the bald eagle showed up, and then all the seagulls shut up. I was like, that's right. And then his name is Cochise, and when he was done being on your arm, he let you know he was done being on your arm. So
yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, well, and I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, we're the same way. I mean, although I'm not 30, Ben is, but I'm not 30.
I mean, you are 30. It's just you're 30 and then some. Same.
Well, I guess that's enough. Come on, boy.
All right. Hopefully you're back from story time, JB, because it's about to get fighty up in here.
What?
I know it's 1940s money, but even when we're talking about £1 million in 1940s money, it doesn't feel like for all the people involved in this plot, there's enough to fully split. Like, like, I mean, is whatever it winds up being 100 or 200,000, 100 or 200,000 pounds, is that enough money to completely risk your life? Like, I mean, I guess it's life-changing in 1941, but it doesn't feel like that's enough.
They said how much was it?
£1 million.
That is worth 65.5 million pounds today.
So, I mean, again, divided between, there's like 5 main baddies, and then you got to pay all the henchmen off. I guess.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, you're looking at 10 million, I guess, for the main characters, and a couple million for each of the baddies. So
we don't know what their profit sharing schema is. Like, it could be 1 share for each of the main guys, and then 1 share divided among the henchmen. So,
right.
Like, like we need to see their profit sharing document to be sure.
Fair.
The gold. At least some of it.
And this is why we switched to art, because when Ben and I were calculating, and we spent hours doing this, way longer than we probably should have.
But that's mostly because we're bad at math.
Right. Calculating the weight of gold bars for the amount of money that you would need today to make that worthwhile. We didn't think you could put all of that into a dinghy and escort it out to the main ship.
And the art's just easier to move in general. So
right.
Like that was kind of also a factor in, like, there's less like someone's going to video those dudes putting, like, with modern cell phone technology, someone's going to video those dudes loading the gold onto the boats.
Right. Some actual gold bars would be would be a little more noticeable, and it's going on somebody's TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we have. We'll arrest a lot of them.
Oh, and lose the tiger, eh? Look, they're loading the gold onto that yacht. That's where we'll find the boys who can't. Biddle and Bentley and the tiger.
You're right. One of us ought to go back and warn the Coast Guards.
Good idea. You go.
I'll leave you here, not on your life.
I love that they keep their hats on.
I mean, it's the 40s, right? You are in your dress shoes in a cave, in a cave that is covered in water, and you got no qualms about that. Hat, shoes, suit. I mean,
given the number of characters we have with hats, I approve. So I guess it's okay.
I'm all for it. Like hey man, look, we made the Press Guardian and the Clock do a lot of cool things in suits. So I'm not personally going to wear a suit, but they did some things.
One more carload, Paddy, and that'll be the finish of it.
It'll be the finish of me and me boat, so as well. What do you think this is? The Queen Mary?
What's next? We wait for another load. And then?
Oh, you have another hunch.
You better let me go first.
I will say this, for playing him for kind of laughs and is a bit of a scaredy cat, when it's time to step up, Horace is a badass in this one. Like, he's willing to do the thing. So
yep.
What? Okay, what up? Here, tell Paddy to hurry with that last load of stuff, will you? The boss is burning. He wants to get underway. All right.
There's some Scottish accents for you. Gotta button your coat and look proper before you shoot somebody.
Well, at least she's wearing real clothes and not a swimming costume.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the luck. Fine. I'm very glad to hear it. Enjoy your trip, Paddy.
I will.
Come on, Paddy.
Goodbye.
That settles you, Paddy. He's double-crossed me.
Aye. Okay, Paddy? Sure. Let her come. Aye. Whoa!
So this whole scene in the book and here very much has a Scooby-Doo vibe of kind of going up and, opening doors and closing doors and who's where and what and so on. I don't think he stole that from Scooby-Doo. I'm just going to, say that up front, that I don't think it's,
He's not a time traveler.
Right, exactly. But it really, as I was reading it, and then, because I read the book first and then watched this, and it all felt very Scooby-Doo.
Got a filled paddy?
Sure, and be careful. It's an extra valuable load you get this time.
Okay. Bring her up, Jim.
Hey, you. This message just came aboard. Get it to the boss, quick.
Aye, sir.
Ambidextrous, at least. Punch well with his left and right hands.
That's some James T. Kirk level of fighting there.
Got it. I don't think JB's back from story time yet, because I've been waiting for his critique of the fights.
Well, I don't know who started all this, but it's certainly a good idea. Well, Burton. Oh. Never mind, I'll see your boss gets his supper.
Poor guy can't catch a break. He's just getting beat up by the Saint all over the place. It is weird, because the knives played such an important part in the book, that they're kind of an afterthought here, or the knife is an afterthought here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Well, I'll be...
Mr. Templar.
Do you mind telling me why you're on this boat?
I expect, young man, for the self-same reason that you are. Roulette.
Roulette?
Yes. Of course, for quick action, I prefer chemin, but this looked like my chance to recoup, so I accepted Mr. Bentley's invitation.
I didn't get one.
Boris, what's that?
You shouldn't leave them lying about.
He's not mine. Must be one of yours.
Do you think I don't know my own bodies?
Either we're very forgetful, or we have rivals on.
Ben, have you ever gone on a caper where you knocked out so many dudes you can't keep track of them?
Not yet.
Not
always
yet.
keep careful track.
Okay.
I'm certainly not going to admit it on YouTube.
Right.
Hi, it's Bertie. How nice. Where'll I find the tiger?
What?
The tiger, where's his cabin?
I don't know. Oh, not again, not again.
Come on now. Come on.
He's in the cabin on the upper deck.
Take him out of sight somewhere. I'll be on the upper deck.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would think that the sort of the main bad guys would be on the lower decks. Of course, they're going to have the cabins in the upper deck. You and Holly, when you go on your Disney cruises, you don't stay in the lower cabins if you can help it, right?
No, that's actually our deal breaker. Since Holly's
Yeah.
claustrophobic, must have a veranda. So.
Yeah.
But I keep asking for one of the fancy suites, and she keeps telling me no. So I'm very disappointed in that respect.
That is very rude.
Yes.
Tight lug. Go on. Make it snappy.
I'll give him this. It's a nice suite.
Drop that gun. Wise girl, Pat.
Quite the little heroine, eh?
I came here to meet the tiger.
Well, you won't find him here.
No, we persuaded him a sea trip would be bad for his health.
Foolish of you to join us, but very charming of you, my dear.
So we really had the rottenest luck. You know, we couldn't seem to pick a winner.
But you kept playing the races.
Only the ponies. Poor Merridew suspected that the dogs are a racket.
And the late lamented Joe Gallo was your London bookie.
Yes. Then we won a lot of money on a terrific long shot. And then Joe let us down.
You mean he let himself get murdered?
Well, it wasn't quite honest of him. We never got our money. Drove us nearly frantic. We didn't know what to do.
And so you decided to take a chance on Bentley's roulette.
Yes. I do wish he'd get started.
Well, I'll see what I can do about it. Hey, mister. Oh, Horace.
What, Mr. Templar? But you're in London,
It's
sir.
just another rumor, Horace.
Well, we came aboard...
We?
thinking that-
Who's we?
And tell Captain Meggs to come here right away. I'll get him. So now we start our little cruise. I hope that before we reach Cape Town, we shall be real friends. Who the blazes? Where did this come from?
One of the crew brought it in for you.
Did you do this?
No, I did. I'm sorry to arrive uninvited, but this is not a social call.
I'm so glad, Simon.
Thank you, Pat. But I don't think our friends here quite share your enthusiasm.
Drop it, Saint.
Oh,
Okay, so
Smart work, Eddie. Get on the way at once, Max.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't know where Eddie came from.
Okay.
Was he one of the guys in the cave early on, or in the secret passage early on?
I'm not 100% sure.
So neither am I. He just feels like he came out of nowhere and suddenly he's a named character.
Well, they do that with, I guess the Mags in this, it was one of the, also
Yeah.
is captain of the boat. So he just kind of magically appeared when the boat came into play. So
That's true. And I mean, they did call him, on the two-way radio, they did call him, but yes, Mags just kind of appeared out of nowhere. And I guess Eddie is the Mags.
they refer to Mags. I thought that just a minute ago. Let me see what he does.
Oh yeah. No, Mags, I think, is also in here as well.
Yeah. I was going to see if is there an Eddie in the book? I don't think so.
No, I don't recall an Eddie in the book. That's
But,
very
yeah.
that's a very American name.
It's very
for
American name, yeah. But the whole cabin thing and her getting caught out was in the book. So that was
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's a nice nod to the book as well.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, no sound on the video.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
All right, let's try that again. Uh-oh.
Did you mute something?
No, it says there's sound here. We just lost it for some reason. And it appears all the way until the...
Well, I'll see what I can do about it.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So we're going back and we're going to try this again. But if there's no sound, it's basically just boat fight boat. And the Internet Archive will need to work on the quality of their downloads.
How dare they?
I know.
Hey, mister. Oh, Horace.
What, Mr. Templar? But you're in London,
There's
sir.
just another rumor, Horace.
Well, we came aboard...
We?
Who's we?
And tell Captain Max to come here right away. I'll get him.
Yeah, so right, Captain Mags is mentioned.
So now we start our little cruise. I hope that before we reach Cape Town, we shall be real friends.
There's the creepy Biddle.
Who the blazes? Where did this come from?
One of the crew brought it in for you.
We know that in the book there was no stick figure, so that didn't come until later.
Did you do this?
No, I did. I'm sorry to arrive uninvited, but this is not a social call.
I'm so glad, Simon.
Thank you, Pat. But I don't think our friends here quite share your enthusiasm.
Drop it, Saint.
Oh,
Smart work, Eddie. Get on the way at once, Max.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yep. No, we just lost the sound. So it wasn't me pausing and doing anything.
It's not your fault this time.
No. But basically, I mean, we're almost at the end anyway. For those of you that have stuck all the way through, eventually the Saint gets the upper hand, and then it's revealed that the reporter's the Tiger, which we all knew. And like in the book, the Tiger holds no ill will toward the Saint because he played fair and just lost. Whereas these two were double crossers, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And then it turns out that the Saint had a deal with the insurance company and is going to get a reward for returning the gold. So that is how it ends with them kissing. And then the three of them, they kiss. And then it literally jumps to the end. There you go. The Saint does get the girl.
Indeed. As he should.
There's your sitcom ending moment of the three main characters laughing with each other. or setting off his gun. And then the end, no credits. So I do apologize that we lost the audio on the last little bit, but I don't think you're missing all that much. Like, you got the general gist of how all this is going to work. So, or how all this works.
Yeah.
So now this is your first, other than Val Kilmer, this is your first Saint watching.
Yeah.
I still agree that aside from the fact that there's no audio, still agree that the book's probably better than the movie. I do think that, but I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Oh, so again, especially with us going back and watching things like the Green Archer serial and the Buck Rogers serials, like I can appreciate a lot of the work that went into it. So
Yeah.
like I don't know that it's something I would ever pick up necessarily on my own. I'd probably go look at the Roger Moore series first, maybe. I don't know. But I definitely appreciated how they tried to work in elements of the book, even though it was like some of them don't work with the setting they had with the cars and the things like that, and just being able to like it wasn't it wouldn't be my first choice for a movie, but they definitely working with what they had, like the story that they had available, and then the constraints of filming. I'm sure I have, much like the tiger, I have no ill will toward the movie. So it's not it's not going to be top 10, but it's definitely an interesting artifact of its time with some, like, it had some clever dialogue and some changes that I enjoyed from the book, actually. So I can appreciate that. But then again, like I said, the book's always going to win. I can count on one hand the number of movies that are better than their books. I was actually just reminded of one the other. I was like, oh yeah, that movie is way better than the book. So
what are, before I kind of jump into my thoughts, what are one or two movies that are better than the book?
I like The 13th Warrior better than the book Eaters of the Dead.
Okay.
That's like the one that really jumped out to me. I was like, oh yeah, I think that's way better than the book, honestly. And then there are, I actually forgot. I don't remember most of my list, but most of the time the book is better. So,
and I will say this: I know it took us 2 hours to get through it, but it's also only 70 minutes long. So
yeah,
that is, and most of these Saint movies were like that. They were meant to be quickly watched in a theater. So obviously,
no 2.5 hour Saint movie, guys. Just get the Saint in, get the Saint out.
Exactly. And so I think that is really nice. Quick Kickstarter update: we are ending this live stream at 144 backers and $5,038. So
sweet.
So we're 6 away from we're 6 away from that final stretch goal, but at 144 backers, we're close enough that we'll probably do it even if we don't get the other 6. Just don't tell anybody. That's the secret between us watching this.
Yes.
And I guess, do you have any other final thoughts before we jump back into Ghost Warrior's question?
No. Like I said, we pretty much let our thoughts spill out over the movie as we watched it. So, but I'm pretty good with what I got to say on it.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the Press Guardian and the Clock.
Yes.
So the Press Guardian and the Clock were two pulp comic characters. The Press Guardian, written by Mort Meskin, written and illustrated by Mort Meskin, only ran as a backup feature for 11 issues. So only 6 pages each issue. And he was the defender of the freedom of the press. Basically, that was kind of the idea. And the defender of the Fourth Estate, and punched a lot of guys named Hans and Fritz, because he was written by a Jewish creator. He was, who was very aware of what was happening. But this was before 1941 when Captain America punched Hitler. So he fought guys named Hans and Fritz, but not necessarily Nazis.
Yeah, it was a fig leaf to kind of keep everything on the keep everything cool.
Right. So the Clock, as far as a character goes, is a little more interesting. So he actually first appeared in November of 1936. So he predates Batman and Superman. Not a superhero. Ghost Warrior, the Fourth Estate is what is sort of a nickname for the press. Back when there was a real functioning press in the country that actually stood up to politicians and businesses and stuff like that, the Clark Kents and Lois Lanes of their day, that was kind of, they were the Fourth Estate. They were like the check on excess of government powers, if you will. And so that was kind of what they came to be called. So, freedom of the press defender and that. Interestingly, though, Perry Chase, who is the press guardian, actually only writes for the society page. He's not a main reporter. And there's kind of a 1940 implication that he might be a little bit gay, because he's referred to as effeminate. And there are a few other like derogatory terms that were like, oh yeah, he's weak. But he has a girlfriend eventually.
He's like a Niles Crane type character.
Right, exactly. So the clock created in 1936 by George Brenner, and the clock never really found a home. Also served as a backup character, so 6-page spreads, that kind of thing. He never really found a home, so he kind of bounced around from comic to comic. What annoys me about the clock is I'm pretty sure the only reason that George Brenner called him the clock is because he wanted to create clock puns, because he has no clock powers. Like, he can't stop time. He can't, he can't time travel. He can't do any of those things. He just, leaves cards behind that say, the clock has struck, or your time is up, that kind of thing. So in the tradition of heroes like the Saint that leave calling cards, he leaves a calling card with clock puns on them. And again, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason that he was there. So the clock actually ran from 1936, I think, until 1941, maybe, or 44. 44 is when he had his last regular feature, and then he would make occasional appearances. Yeah, so there are, you can actually find you can find online a lot of the stories. We do have all of the Press Guardian stories collected on our website on www.greenarcher.io. It's a $3 digital download. The quality is so bad that we couldn't print up a copy. We didn't feel like that would be fair to people to do that. So, because I've been kind of finding them and collecting them, but these were comics nobody cared about, so they're not in collector shape. Even for 1940s, nobody cared about them, so they're not in collector shape. So I kind of had to scan them in, clean them up as well as I could, and then they're still only digital quality. I would not feel comfortable sending print. But if you look on our website under the Press Guardian, you'll see the $3 digital download, and that has all 66 pages in one story. And we had our buddy Rob Jones from Perfect Storm Publishing create a special cover just for that, because we love Rob and we wanted to him to do a cover like that for us. The clock's a little bit harder to find because he went through a lot of different iterations, but if you look on eBay, you can often find reprints of clock stories and collections, but usually from the different comic companies, not all kind of together, which is fine, because when you start to read it, you're like, huh? They kind of they go all over the place. So like the original in the original stories, the clock has a sidekick, Pug, and that's the sidekick that we used because Pug is a lot like Oris from the Saint book. He's like this tough, strong guy, like streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Teenage Sidekicks became more popular, they gave him a 13-year-old girl sidekick who had a huge crush on the clock. And that was like, no, we're not going to do that. And then then even for 1940, that was a little creepy. So they got rid of her, and then he finished out like the rest of his run without a sidekick. And I think that's it really for all of them. But yeah, thank you for asking about those. I am starting to lose my voice. I don't know about you.
No, because I have not had to talk as much as you have. So I like to do all the work. That's why you're the Archer in Chief.
Well, thank you all for watching today.
Yep.
Ben, anything else other than back the Saint on Kickstarter?
I mean, don't just back the Saint on Kickstarter. Like, you can go to the greenarcher.io and buy all kinds of stuff. So
That's
you
true.
should definitely do that. You can follow us on social media, promote our books, or just interact with us, because we love talking comics and stories and all kinds of stuff, or random, like what Alan gets as his Roy Rogers menu item, which he has not revealed.
So because my focus with Roy Rogers is on the fixins bar, what I order doesn't matter as much. It just has to be something you can put fixins on. So I don't order the Roy Rogers fried chicken, but I might get a fried chicken sandwich. Also might get a roast beef sandwich, and I might get the double R bar burger. The important thing is that I'm putting all the fixins on it. So
Fair. Okay, good.
Yeah, we actually at Heroes Con, they had that, and it rings very different when it is a Roy Rogers controlled environment that has a fixins bar versus a whole ass convention center, and a little table with condiments and some lettuce and tomatoes and onions that have been sitting out all day.
No thanks.
Yeah. So in the Kickstarter, the Press Guardian, you can get the original Press Guardian and clock. Those are throwbacks to the original ones. The new ones, that original Press Guardian is his granddaughter, who is has his same powers and same mission, and annoyed that 85 years later she still has to punch Nazis. The clock, on the other hand, is, so if you ever watch MIB, Men in Black, you know how who's the main character in the first Men in Black? Jay. Yeah. You know how Jay's like, I look good in that suit, but is it no absolute relation to Kay? This is kind of that too, where our clock actually has clock powers, and she's no relation to the original clock. However, she does have a original clock action figure. So she exists in the universe as the original clock. But that was one of those where we wanted to tell a Native American superhero story, and we liked the original clock. We just wanted to give him clock powers. In this case, her clock powers. But since neither Ben or I are a young Native American woman, we actually reached out to Wayode Oldbear, who's one of our favorite sci-fi writers, and she wrote the script, and then Dale DeForest, who's an Apache artist, did the artwork for that. So it is in line with the original clock, and she's a fan of the original clock, but she is a completely separate character. There's no lineage between the two. So, and no need to apologize, man.
Yeah.
Again, we're doing this because we want to have the conversation. So thank you all very much for joining, everybody who came. As always, please keep reading comics, especially indie comics. And Ben, thank you for giving up your Sunday evening.
You don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, I guess I should get my work done before the new work week starts, huh?
Same. So
yeah. Thank you very much. You have a good night. When does Holly get back?
She's back. I actually picked her up today. That's
okay.
So that was our early morning drive today.
Nice. Well, tell Holly that I said hi, and thank you after being gone for a week. Thank her for letting me borrow you for a couple of hours.
Of course. Happy to be here.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night, everyone.